movies. Mutilation, decapitation, torture. Does that sound entertaining? More blood than a blood bank. Have we got your attention?
Welcome back, terrestrials. In this episode, we're continuing our run with Sam Neill.
Yeah.
Um, we lost him this year, sad days. Um, what a what a good actor.
Yeah.
Um, so we just wanted to kind of keep rolling. Um, so we're doing Mouth Madness.
Yes.
Um, Jerry brought this to my attention. I said, sure, let's do it to it. Here we are. Jerry, what do you grade this?
I'm gonna give C plus.
Okay. I'm gonna give it like a flat out C.
Okay.
Nah, you know what? C plus feels fine because it is better than run of the mill. It
Right.
is better than mid grade, but it does have that Stephen King made for TV style feel to it. It feels very Salem's Lot kind of,
Yeah.
to some extent at least.
It's got that early 90s fucking or like mid 90s fucking like horror movie kind
Yeah.
of feel to it where
Yeah.
they're basing on reality stuff, but then there's like some spooky stuff. But then John Carpenter kind of like skimped on the fucking some of the monster look and shit and some of the places and kind of was like, "Ooh, what the hell is that?" and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there was one monster that just looked like a doo-doo monster, but you
Yeah,
only see him like real briefly. Overall, the movie's good.
movie's
It's a
good.
good attempt. I know that it didn't have a high budget. Um,
I think like 7 million.
I I really like the Lovecraft mythos. I
Yeah,
love the whole concept. I know he was a piece of shit. I know he was a racist. I got all that. And it is in his work as well. Um, but if you extract the things and the way he wrote and you try to put them to screen, I think that this is a really decent effort.
representation
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that
exactly.
style where it's yeah, there's monsters, but it's also psychological on the things that are happening around you and stuff. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really enjoy all of that. Like when they're
Hmm.
in fucking what's that goddamn town? Hobble's
Hobbs.
Knob or
Yeah, Hobble's not sure.
Gobble's Knob
It's
or some shit.
It's Hobbs like corner or something
Yeah.
like that. Hobbs Town or something like that. Um, when they came through that little bridge, I was like, man, are they in fucking Beetlejuice Town?
Yeah, it
Like,
was all fucking
uh,
yeah. It was all New Hampshire or whatever
yeah,
fucking
yeah, the
it's all
main
that like
area.
yeah.
Uh, I mean, it's funny because like obviously that place had to exist to some extent to film there, but it just looks like quaint white America.
Yeah, white people
And
colony and
yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Fucking
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's Caucasia from the
yeah,
mountains of
Caucasia.
Caucasus.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like such a sleepy town.
Hmm.
And then you get the grandma from Happy Gilmore
Yeah.
as the counter lady. And then later he's like looking for her and he's like, where are you, you bitch?
Yeah.
I'm just like, yo, dude, she didn't do anything to you. What
Yeah.
the fuck, man?
That bitch has disappeared again and stuff. You're supposed to be on that bell. God damn, this is not how you run an establishment. 0 stars on Yelp and shit. Fucking
But
um
but the things that they did do that were good, like the kid driving, like kid riding the bike, and then
oh
all of a sudden
yeah.
he's got the mask on and stuff, and then he's like, he won't let me take the mask off. That's all really good. The painting in
Won't
the
let me
beginning of
leave.
the yeah, the painting in the hotel that
Yeah.
keeps changing every time they look at it, really good idea. Like there were so many good ideas and that were executed well, not
Hmm.
wonderfully, but you would have had to had more money to do it. I
Yeah.
think that the makeup that they did worked really well. It looked good for, the actual people.
Yeah.
Um, like the
Like
cop, that dude
the
looked,
cop,
that dude was fucking creepy as shit.
the Sutter Cane's fucking manager or whatever, fucking where
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love that scene where he walks across the road and
Yeah.
you're like it's a two scene and they're talking and he's just continuously getting closer to the
Hmm.
camera and then like he busts the window open and his eyes are off and it's like, do you read Sutter Cane? Um
I do think that that part was a little weird because every single person bolted except for Sam Neill.
Yeah.
He just sat in his booth and
Yeah.
leaned over like, guy, come
Yeah.
on now. You're getting fucking glass in my coffee.
Yeah. Smoking like a
Um,
pro and shit. And this
yeah, dude, I
fucking,
did, man, as somebody like it's been 2 years since I quit smoking. This movie really pushed me to want a cigarette. Like I was looking at how like he just like flawlessly like just playing with it and stuff, and I'm just like,
yeah.
yeah, cigarettes do fix everything.
Yeah.
Smoke, you should smoke, kids.
Just
Like, just smoke,
smoking
start
is
smoking.
cool. But yeah, that the back them like I like the small like little things that you may or may not notice. Like my favorite scene in this is probably other than the do you read Sutter Cane thing from earlier is
Mhm.
like okay, so he comes back from like meeting Sutter Cane at the church and it's dark and he pulls in to the hotel.
Mhm.
And if you look closely in the hotel, you can see something moving around in that greenhouse. And then he goes and does like a bunch of shit. And that's where he sees the old lady and she's got like tentacles and whatnot. And he runs out. And then we get a bigger image of what is in the greenhouse.
Mhm.
It's lit nicely. It does look kind of like rubbery and bulky in some areas. I mean, this isn't the
Yeah,
thing. This isn't the
right, right,
thing, you know,
for sure.
but there are small moments like that. Yeah, all the stuff on the road, like when they're trying to find that place and you see that kid on the bicycle and it's just making that noises on the tire, like all of these little like things that happen throughout the movie that are just they're really cool and spooky. It's
Mhm.
just I feel like they would have been spookier if we were like if they would just like hold on it a little bit longer or something. It feels like this movie goes by fast.
Well, it does because it's only like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it feels very fast, but it also leaves like no potatoes. Like
Yeah.
it is pretty much all meat.
Yeah.
Even like in the beginning when they're setting everything up, obviously with that do you read Sutter Kane thing. But even when I thought that dude was Charles Heston for like 20, I was like, is that Charles Heston right there? The guy that owns the company, the book
Yeah.
company or
Yeah.
whatever. I was like, is that him? Who is that guy? Is that Hugh Hefner? I know that white guy. Like, like I couldn't pin it. I looked him up and didn't recognize the name. So I was like, that's so weird, but I've seen that guy before
Yeah, because
somewhere.
it's Charlton Heston.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Charlton
all
Heston
right.
who owns the
It
book.
doesn't show him in the cast list as
I don't.
Charleston
Yeah,
Heston.
but yeah,
But I was
it's
like, that's gotta be him. But yeah, anyways, even in that scene where he's like the back and forth, it's all very much like necessary information. So you're
yeah,
paying attention and then it just takes off from there. And you're just like, holy shit. Like we're on a ride, it's like not the craziest ride, but it's got a lot of good things. Like
right.
the contortionist walking backwards for when he's talking when the girl gets out of the car,
Yeah,
um, the driving into town, at the mob like several times. He
yeah.
keeps
It
trying to
keeps
leave
continuing.
the way the
Fucking,
lights like come off the
fucking
ground and stuff.
Vigo the Carpathian and the fucking bar and shit,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
fucking looking for his son
yeah.
and whatnot, and like, and also I like the fact that, and it would have been so great, but like that these are all things that happen in the book. They keep
Mm-hmm.
referencing things that have happened in Sutter
Mm-hmm.
Kane's books
Right.
that we are not privy to and whatnot. And it's like, damn, they really wanted to promote this movie. Fucking release like some Sutter Kane books and shit. Fucking, this fake Stephen King style character,
Mm-hmm.
But like I just want to know more about those like those Sutter Kane like moments in the books and shit. Fucking,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. I mean, they definitely draw you in on they definitely draw you in on wanting and being interested in the book being real.
Right.
Um, I think that I'm still not 100% outside of just getting the opportunity to tell the story. I don't understand what the point of the scientist from Ninja Turtles 2 was. Like all he's doing is just going, "Why are you crazy?" And then I guess he's telling the story, so that like
I
is the
think
end.
he was sent there by somebody. I think no, fucking the guy from They
Secret of the
Live,
Ooze.
huh?
No, the guy from Secret of the Ooze,
Yeah,
Ninja
yeah,
Turtles 2
yeah. I think he was sent there by whatever,
by
like,
John Carpenter.
yeah, but yeah, by John Carpenter. It's like, yeah, like, yeah, any, but like, I know what you're talking about and stuff, but I think, yeah, all the stuff in the asylum, other than the look of the asylum, like on the outside and shit, it's like, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
But all the stuff in the asylum, I could take it or leave it. Or there was
So
nothing in there that really ooh, really
for
excited me.
me, I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
f- I enjoy Sam Neill coming into the asylum because he kicks that dude in the balls and
Yeah.
then goes, "Sorry about your balls." And I feel like he was being really sincere in that.
Yeah.
But also, when you see him come out and there's nobody there, all the doors are open, shit's
Yeah,
all torn up. That's really cool
the
too.
Sutter Cane
Um,
madness has taken hold and
yeah, that's the thing that I was like, I don't need this. Is all the like little clips of the riots and like the
yeah.
newscasters being like, "Oh, Sutter Kane's books are causing hysteria." Like,
Yeah.
I don't need all that shit, man. Like, just leave it in the book. Leave all the crazy in the book. It doesn't need to be taken out, but I know it has to be in order to get Sam Neill's character to go crazy.
Right.
Um, and I like the idea that that woman was never real.
Yeah,
That was
which
cool.
it's like,
Was her
okay,
name like
is
Sal or something? It was like,
I can't
I don't know.
remember. Like, me and names and movies, like it's just like
Yeah, I know. And I just watched it less than
I know.
24 hours ago.
But like when that first was happening, like my brain's going, "Oh, they because they told him it was a publicity stunt. The whole
Mhm.
thing's a publicity stunt." And
Well,
when
she tells him that in the
yeah,
hotel.
yeah.
But if she's not real, then is it a publicity stunt?
Who knows? And
That's
my
what I'm
brain
saying.
was going like, "Oh no, they're all on it." That's why when he goes back and talks to Charlton Heston, and he's like, "You can't release the book," and whatnot. And he's like, "It's been out for like 6 weeks now, or some shit." And like my brain's going, "Okay, what is real, and what's real here, and what's fake or
Right.
misconstrued, or things like that."
And I
Fucking
like that aspect of the movie. It's like you get really twisted into what's real and what's not.
right,
And it does kind of spell it out and kind of tell you like this is and this isn't.
right.
Um, one thing that I really think is that I think is really interesting with this book or with this movie is the you like obviously like again we're in Caucasia, but then there's this like church, this temple that doesn't make any sense off to the
The
side.
black church or whatever they were
Right.
calling it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the kids and then the dogs and then it just like none of it makes sense, but it's all weird enough to make sense. Like
Right.
it doesn't fit, or the only reason it fits is because none of it makes sense.
Right.
It like I know, are those supposed to be like the hounds of hell, like the three of them?
They make reference that, oh, this is from this book, but
Mhm.
us as audience member are not a
Right,
privy to that information. So
right,
it just
right,
like,
right.
you know, freaking, I ain't worried about no goddamn book. I'm watching the movie. Shit. And fucking, it's like John Carpenter is like, well, haha, surprise. This movie is in the movie, and it's because of the movie that you are now insane and stuff. It's just like, no.
The one thing that I thought was pretty cool was it doesn't reveal itself till later, is when that first night he's walking down there and he sees like Sutter Kane's like posters and he starts to rip it and then he just like puts it back.
Yeah.
And then like he keeps going over that thing and like he keeps looking, and then at the end of the movie he like rips it and it's him. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's the
the new
poster for
book
the Mouth of
cover. Yeah.
Madness.
Yeah, it's
And
like the new book cover and it's clearly like a sketch of him and you're just like, "Huh, was that there the whole time?" And he saw it and was like, "No, fuck no," and covered it back up?
uh,
Or did he not, or was it something else until he, went to
Sam Neill really
wherever?
was not supposed to rip the poster, and John Carpenter's behind there like, God damn it, no, that's the end of the movie. Don't do it. Just cover it back up, Sam.
We're not filming that
We're
day
not,
yet.
yeah, we gotta wait till you walk out of frame and then you come back and you get some creepy shit painted all over you. And then
Yeah.
you come back into frame and then that's when you rip it and shit. And then you go into the theater and watch the movie that we're making and whatnot. Fucking like Spaceballs. When the
It
hell
it
does this
feels
happen?
like
This happens now.
yeah. It
What?
feels like it was like it saw fucking Scream and was like, hold my beer. We can be more meta than that.
Yeah, it was so fucking meta. We ain't even done filming the movie and it's already
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I do feel like okay, so John Carpenter. After this, it's a steady stream of like movies, like me, kind of like Next comes like I think Village of the Damned, and then he does vampires, and then he does Ghost of Mars and shit and fucking. But like this is like the last like really like, hey, that feels like a John Carpenter style of movie,
Mhm.
but it's not that John Carpenter like it's not on that side of John Carpenter. It's getting ready to start going over into that side of John Carpenter where it's like,
Yeah, it does teeter that line really
yeah,
well.
yeah,
Don't
where
make don't talk shit about the original Vampires movie.
I'm not talking shit about the original Vampires movie. I'm just saying John Carpenter's Vampires compared to John Carpenter's like whole catalog in the 80s,
Right.
completely different fucking movies,
Yeah.
you
Well, I
know?
also feel like, and I don't know how factual this is, I'm just talking out of my ass here,
Right.
but I also feel like that John Carpenter is making Hollywood's movies. They're giving him movies to make.
True.
Like, I don't think he had any inclination of Ghost of Mars. Like I don't think he said, let me get Ice Cube and make a movie called Ghost of Mars.
I'm
Um,
feeling Ice Cube in
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah. So I feel like
this role.
that was more like Hollywood was like, yeah, if you want to make any more of your projects, you're gonna make this one first.
Right.
And he was like, God damn it, okay, I'll do my mediocre best.
Fucking yeah, I mean, but like, okay, so this is part of the trilogy movies. Okay.
Right.
It goes The Thing, Prince of Darkness, and this. Um, do you feel because no, you haven't seen Prince of Darkness, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So like the Thing, Prince of Darkness, and this movie are all supposed to be like one thing. And it basically starts with The Thing and it ends with Mouth of Madness.
I don't see any correlation whatsoever.
Well, I guess it's just that The
The
Thing,
only through line would be John Carpenter directed
yeah,
them.
John Carpenter directed his all of his movies are connected and shit.
That you're gonna have to get out the tax and red string for that because that doesn't even
I
make the slightest bit of
don't
sense.
know. The only thing I've ever heard John Carpenter mention of this, and I mean, like, I could probably find somebody out there that can explain it, is that the idea was that because we were moving close to the end of the century, um, we were that more craziness ramps up at the end of a century and stuff, and that's what it's supposed to represent or some shit. It was supposed to be like the thing is not it's an alien from outer space, yes, but it is like the thing is one of these old gods, like Cthulhu and shit, fucking frozen in ice in the Arctic, you know,
Right.
Lovecraftian. Um, Prince of Darkness also, it feels more like Satan stuff, but he does a pretty good job of like making it seem less of like Satan stuff and more of just old God. And then this deals with like those type of like Cthulhu old God things, but it's being
This one feels the most close to
right,
Lovecraft. I
right.
can't speak to Prince of Darkness because I haven't seen it. The Thing does not feel Cthulhu like at all because it's a shape-shifting parasite,
It
essentially.
is. I mean, but there's a couple of like Lovecraftian uh I think wrote a couple where it's not about like an actual creature, it's about untrust of your crew. Like there's something in
Yeah,
your
that
crew that,
that
and
part
that's
makes sense. Yeah.
Lovecraftian and apparently that and then the shapeless monster like that has a lot to
Yeah,
do.
the undescribable monster.
Right,
Right.
where it's not because it can take the form of anything and it can also but it like has problems like figuring shit out and stuff, I guess, inside. So it kind of like construes things and whatnot. But I'll take a Pepsi Cola challenge to the monster in the thing versus the monsters in this movie because the monsters in the thing are like wretched, horrifying creatures. The monsters in this one kind of look kind of plasticky.
The Thing definitely surpasses this one in puppetry and practical effects, but I think that I think The Thing had way more money than this.
Probably.
I don't
It's
know that again, talking out of our ass, that's what we should
closer
have
to
called it.
Halloween, so
But yeah, I think that it really lacked on, and it did a good job of hiding the monsters and not showing them as much as possible
right.
because when it did, they didn't hit
And
home.
the old
I
lady.
do
The
like
old
the
lady.
idea, right? Even at the end, where you see the monsters chasing him
Yeah.
through the mid part of
Oh, where
Event
they're chasing
Horizon ship.
him through Event
Yeah,
Horizon. I was thinking
yeah,
the
yeah,
same thing. It's
yeah,
like, oh, hey,
uh,
wow, that's a prop used stage
yeah,
right there.
yeah. But I did like the shot from the book, like the other side of the book with
Yeah.
the words and stuff, like the camera showing them in there.
I really like
Um,
they're ripping it, and when
yeah,
I thought it was really good CGI where he rips himself,
yeah.
and like it kind of is ripping the reality and whatnot
Mhm.
to get behind. I was like, oh, that's pretty good. That doesn't look like bad cheap. That looks, 90s, but it doesn't take me out horribly.
Right, right, right.
So,
Yeah, it definitely didn't take me out. And again, like I was very forgiving of Event Horizon.
right.
So uh, you know, the CGI thing's not like it being bad again, 90s low, not huge budgets. Um, I think that I think for what it is, it's a great movie.
Hmm.
It does feel made for TV, does feel
Right.
very Stephen King. Maybe that was the intention. Maybe there was supposed to be a little bit of a inside joke or a homage, an homage
Sutter
to
Cane
Stephen King.
in
Yeah.
in a single town.
Yeah, in a
I
little
mean, but they
Maine
mentioned
quiet
Stephen
town.
King. They
They
he
do
says he says
directly.
he sells more than Stephen King.
Right,
I think
right.
it was just kind of like a basis. Like we need a writer. Okay, well, what's a horror writer? And it's like Stephen King and shit. Fucking always putting his shit in Maine. So, but yeah, I think I wonder what Stephen King has to say on this matter.
I
Um,
wonder if he ever did.
I don't
I
know.
wonder if he ever did say anything
I
about
never saw anything on it. Fucking, would this movie work if remade?
I think it has the potential of if it was to be remade properly, it's high risk, high reward because it could be made really, really awesome. Um, but also it would just be another shitty remake if it didn't get done properly. So
Right, right.
I wouldn't hate to see an effort at remaking it, but it really would have to like the monsters would have to be better, the gore would have to be better. Um, I
Yeah,
mean, if
I
I feel
mean,
like they really spent all of their money on the policeman's face, like, like for real. I don't know.
right. And prop locations. Like,
Yeah.
well, we need to find that goddamn town. Okay, well, the town isn't going to let us film there unless we give them like a majority of this money and whatnot. Because, like, the monsters don't really that chase him, and the one in the hotel, and then they really aren't. They don't do anything. They
Mm,
chase him,
mm,
and what? But like, there's not like extensive action scenes with these animatronics.
mhm.
There's not these big things with this. Do you think it would have like been better? I mean, not like, fucking they're chasing him again, fucking, you know,
No, I think that that's why the other things that don't make sense work well, because one time it's the dogs, one time it's the kids, one time it's the townsfolk, one time it's the monster,
right.
one time it's the lady at the hotel, then it's the other lady that he came with. You know what I mean? Like it all it all works so that you're not fatigued by the same shitty monster chasing
Right.
because clearly they didn't have the money for it. So I think that that is the biggest thing to me is like that's what makes the movie passable for me is because of that.
Hmm.
Um that's just me personally. I think that if
I
it was
do.
all the same monster, then I would just be like
Yeah, and
you
the
know,
monsters, I think, like the Hellraiser, fucking Cenobites, and fucking like you kind of don't need to keep them 24/7 and shit. Fucking just, put them in there just a little bit and whatnot. It's the lightsaber proton pack fucking theory. Like, we don't need lightsabers or proton packs going off every 5 fucking minutes and whatnot to make them cool. So
mm,
you don't need to, load your movie with huge monsters all the time and shit. Fucking to
right.
make it, really good. Um, I think that's where a remake would come in nicely because then you can, digitally add some things that are off in this movie and shit. Fucking same thing goes, I think, like a little bit more screen time with the Sutter Cane character. Like
I
because
I could you could cut that motherfucker all the way out this movie.
except for one part. I need him in the bus scene. I need him in that bus scene. I need him sitting there
Okay.
explaining to Sam what's going on and then doing, do you know my favorite color is blue? And then Sam Neill wakes up in the blue bus and
Right.
fucking screams his head off and shit, which I love. Fucking
I did like that they showed both versions of that, like where he wakes up next to Sutter Cane,
yeah.
and then the old lady being like, "Hey, why are you being crazy right now?" Like like that duality was cool to show us like what he thinks is happening and then what
Really?
reality is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Maybe instead of a remake, what this movie really needs is like it needed like a prequel and a sequel. It needed more movie for the movie for us to know who Sutter Kane is. First of all, why are people, and then this movie happens, and then it like after the next movie should have dealt with the onslaught of what the Mouth of Madness really brought.
Okay. I can get behind that for sure. I think that um A prequel would be really cool for this.
Right.
Or nah, you know what? I don't think a prequel is necessary. I think a sequel would definitely be cool. I think that if they're going to remake anything, that's the way to go about it. Personally, that's just
Well, it
me.
would be kind of like, okay, you got Sutter Cane and he's a normal guy. He's just a normal horror writer, and that's when his mind starts going, like before he's accepted fucking like the old gods and stuff.
Mhm.
Fucking, and then we see what he's writing start becoming living, fucking like, yeah, there is no such thing as fucking Hobsgob or whatever fucking town that place is called. Yeah, there is no place of that. And then like, oh, you're being honored at fucking this town. And he goes to it and he's like, holy shit, this is exactly like the town that I wrote. And they're like, that's because it is, fucking
But
welcome.
that would be like that would be the chicken before the egg kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because like if the town already exists and then it's turning him into the town, you know what I mean? Like if the town already exists and turns him into using the town,
Yeah.
then that means the town predates Sutter Kane and is already evil and weird.
Yeah,
You know what
because
I
it
mean?
is.
Like, oh, okay.
It is.
All right,
He
all right.
wrote the town into existence and shit.
So he wrote the Beetlejuice town
He
into
wrote the
existence.
Beetlejuice and the town, even though Beetlejuice takes place in Vermont,
Well, this one takes in place in like Connecticut or
which
whatever.
in New Hampshire. That's where.
No, this one is it New Hampshire?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
that's
When
fine.
he like cuts all of the books, he's
Yeah,
cutting all the shapes on the books, and then he
yeah. I remember
finds
him
and
throwing it on the map, but
yeah.
I also feel like that's still an ode to Stephen King too, because it's just so close to
Yeah, it's
it.
like Stephen King's right there. Stephen
Yeah,
King's right there.
literally right there,
Like
like
he's
literally just
like
right there.
That would have been great to have a scene like of them going into the border and Stephen King being like, "Fuck you, fuck you."
It would have, it would have been great if Stephen King was the one on the bike.
Yeah. Or like, yeah, he's
He
perpetually
won't let me
trapped.
leave.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
won't let me leave. Fucking, or he's the Vigo the Carpathian and shit. Fucking Jenny boy and shit. Fucking. Yeah, he's sitting in a bar, fucking, and he just shoots himself. It's like it's okay. He's gonna make me come back tomorrow anyway. Fucking
That's what kind of what I figured. I mean, he keeps trying to leave town, keeps coming back. Maybe that's what's happening to these people. Like
yeah,
they're transforming away from themselves and they can't escape, so they just keep living.
yeah,
If they try to off themselves, they come back because they're serving
yeah. Because
Sutter's
they're not real
purpose.
people. They're just figments of his imagination turned into
Right.
reality, brought on
Right.
by fucking the old gods that are up at the goddamn church and shit. Fucking because even when like fucking little baby Darth Vader drives by on his goddamn bicycle with the
Mhm.
newspapers. Hey, you want a paper, mister? It's like, that's not how that works. Fucking, he asked him if this town the town was real, and he's like, no, I don't know what you're talking about and shit.
Mhm.
It's because, yeah, that fucking town that we went to, that Caucasia
Mhm.
town, doesn't exist. It only exists in Sam Neill's mind because fucking Sutter Kane started writing about Sam Neill. See, that's where the good part of this movie is and shit. Fucking where it's like, yeah, that's pretty cool idea. I wish there was more Lovecraftian style horror
I
movies
mean,
out there.
not to, and I don't know the time frame necessarily, but I mean, X-Files did that too.
Oh yeah,
So,
a lot of
just
movies. Fucking Groundhog's Day's done it too.
no, no,
God,
yeah.
fucking is Groundhog's Day a Lovecraftian style horror movie? Yes. Especially if we watched fucking like that whole middle chunk where fucking Bill Murray's just committing suicide for fucking like 15 minutes and shit and just going, it's probably a fucking bleak ass fucking experience and shit. I never thought about that. So,
That's
Ned,
funny.
Ned Ryerson.
Yeah, we just remake Groundhog's Day, but he's got like crosses all over him
Yeah.
and shit. Like, wait, what?
Fucking, ew, watch that first step. It's a doozy. All right, Jacob. Hey, would you go see this in a theater?
Nah, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good. I go see Event Horizon, but I wouldn't go see this.
Yeah, it's
This
not,
is cool at home. Like it's
yeah.
all right.
It's not like grand feeling, so you don't really need to see it in the unless
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
doing like the three,
Unless they
you
fix
know.
the monsters
Yeah, no, they fix the monsters and
with like
fix the whole movie
shitty
kind of deal. Yeah.
with the shitty Star Wars CGI where they make Guido's head move.
Yeah,
Like
fucking old Han Solo. Yeah, and fucking maybe like some boobies and shit. Fucking, a
I
little
don't
more.
even need them in this. So it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, but it wouldn't
I mean,
hurt.
yeah,
So,
yeah. It's like melting cheese on things. Like you could
right.
always do it, even if it's unnecessary.
Hey, would you own a physical copy of this one, Jacob?
Do I? No, I don't. Yeah, I don't have anything. If I saw it, I'd pick it up. It's not something I'm gonna search out though.
Right.
Um, I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I don't have a copy of this. So,
I
do
don't
you?
either.
Okay.
No. It's always been on my list. Like I've always had, like my big list of like movies,
Hmm.
and I've always had the John Carpenter like catalog. Like there's like a couple of John Carpenters that I really need and stuff. And I got most of them, but for
Hmm.
some reason Mouth of Madness is always just kind of like this blank space and shit. And it's like fuck. So I would definitely own it if I could. So
Okay.
the cult classic.
Nah,
Hmm,
I don't think it's popular enough to be a cult classic. I think that
no.
if you found some people who liked it, they probably really liked it.
Yeah.
But based on my opinion, I'd be like, yeah, no, I saw it. Did you love it? It's all right.
It's all right. It's
So it
like a
doesn't,
C.
for me, it doesn't make cult classic feel. What about
No.
for you? No?
No. There might be out there, but I've never seen it. So,
Okay.
you know,
That's fair. That's
yeah.
fair. It's no
Uh,
obsession.
it's no obsession. No, that's the movie right now. So, is which we reviewed. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it if you're
Yeah,
at this
please
part
watch
of
it
the
because
yeah.
fucking 8 people have
Fucking
watched it for some
eight
reason.
people. Yeah.
But you're not watching this anymore either, so who
Right.
cares?
I mean, we can do whatever. So,
Yeah.
um, would you recommend this, Jacob?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, I wouldn't blindly recommend it, but if there was somebody that I knew that was like that had an appreciation for 90s horror, that had appreciation for Sam Neill, um,
Hmm.
yeah, I'd be like, you know what, if you haven't checked this one out, check this out. Then
Yeah, if I found someone who's like, I really like John Carpenter's movie, it's
mm,
like, oh, and I'd be that guy. Oh, have you
mm.
seen Mouth of Madness? It's like, no, what's that? Like, oh, you
Hell
should
Comes to
watch.
Frogtown's going to be the one that people haven't seen. I feel like Mouth of Madness people have a good shot at seeing this one.
Hey, Hell Come to Frogtown's pretty good. Fucking that's next week's movie. Fucking no, it's not. Well, fucking like, I don't care. Roddy Piper's great, but he ain't